Hi, I'm Eric Lee. I'm here with Shaunak Mali from Permian Capital Management. Uh, Shaunak, tell us about yourself.
Thanks. Great to meet you, Eric. My name is Shaunak Mali. I'm the founding partner of Permian Capital Management. We're a premier digital asset fund that invests in blockchain technology. And this is a small world of blockchain. And thank you for choosing me to interview on this.
Absolutely. So tell us, why should the smart investor today look into and invest in crypto?
Absolutely. I mean, the investment landscape today is changing at a very rapid rate. As a society, when we move from the industrial age to the digital age, a savvy investor always has to keep a pulse on the emerging markets, which can give you the greatest alpha. As you're aware, like the equities market is pretty tapped out. You talk to any hedge fund, any of these guys, they'll say like, yeah, the margins are so low. So now when you see something that's an asset class that drives transparency and can give outsized return, this is something a savvy investor should definitely look into and at least ask the right questions.
And so how much should an investor sort of allocate in terms of their portfolio to crypto?
I think that all depends on your goals. What you should allocate, I would say definitely do not throw the kitchen sink at it. Because again, this is an emerging asset class. This is like, let's go back to the year 1990s. You have a lot of smart people, the way they were attracted to the internet. We have seen a similar phenomena with blockchain. So if I would say be conservative in this thing and buy the nosebleeds. No need to go courtside yet if you don't feel comfortable. But conservatively, no more than 5 to 7% of your portfolio should have exposure to digital assets.
And what is Permian's approach to, helping investors select what are the right assets to invest in?
So at Permian, we are a long-only fundamental fund. Given that this is the market is in its early stages, there's a lot of volatility. So you want to invest in assets that meet three criteria. They have a good micro strategy, which means that there is the right technology, they're using the right purpose. There's a good macro and a business overview where you have the right business folks making the right decisions, because seldom engineers, due to their training, business is not a core strength that a lot of engineers are exposed to. So making sure that there is the right team behind it. And finally, given that we are in a world of finance, so is there a financial edge? Like, are these guys thinking as a publicly traded company would? Think of this as more like a liquid Series A. So you have to think of, from a fundamental perspective, what projects you're investing in, who are building that, and can they deliver? So we evaluate every project we invest in. We're 100% liquid, so we only do tokens, utility tokens, that fulfill this criteria.
And is it correct, Permian doesn't really look into Bitcoin as an investment, but other kinds of tokens?
The goal of Permian is to give maximum return to its LPs. And Bitcoin as an investment vehicle, yes, there's definitely growth in there. So the way we look at it is in terms of, think of the game theory. We have all these altcoins, and Bitcoin is going up by X% certain year. What can you do within the altcoin market? Can you create a gamification where the goal is to get more Bitcoin in terms of trading pairs? So we, along with, we don't just go buy Bitcoin, because you wouldn't want to pay $220 to go buy Bitcoin. Open a Coinbase account, it's way cheaper. And in terms of when you invest in Permian, what you're doing is you're trusting the experts to do the due diligence on your part on investing in assets that would give you the highest return. So it's pretty similar to the age of internet. Yes, can I invest in Microsoft? Sure, you can. It's a great bet. With IBM, absolutely. They're going to do it. They did pretty well in the internet era. But what you want to do is get into the Amazons and the Facebooks of the world, which are the disruptors that usually come from outside.
That's very interesting. And so what do you see happening to crypto in the next 6 to 12 months? Where's the market going?
There is going to be a lot of more smart people entering this space at a very rapid rate and asking really tough questions, which need to be answered. In particular, in terms of domain, we are focusing on digital identity, which is a very logical application for blockchain. There is going to be a lot of changes in the gaming industry. As you're aware, Fortnite made $2 billion and it's a free game. It made money on the digital assets doing the floss. What does it mean for somebody who bought a certain asset in Fortnite and now has to move to World of Warcraft? How do they do it? Is there a way where you can translate those assets around? These are all the tough questions that engineers and gamers are asking. So you will see a lot of innovation, particularly in the gaming industry as well, along with digital identity.
Great, great. Well, thanks for those insights, Shaunak. It's really great to have you on.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ari.
Thanks.